Hi everyone, it's been a while. I've been busy for the past month or so, but I'm back with another video talking about RTMP. So what is RTMP? The full name is Real-Time Messaging Protocol, but the more important thing is that it actually powers the back end of your live streams. So I suppose a lot of you are live streaming using APIs, meaning that your live stream software has the ability to connect to your Facebook or other social media accounts that allows you to schedule live streams, see comments, and basically just stream from your encoder straight. That's very convenient, but there are times where APIs will fail, especially for Facebook. They are constantly updating their live streaming protocols, they are constantly updating their API, sometimes without giving prior notice or warning to the developers of these live stream softwares that we love to use. Alright, so when these APIs fail or when they're having issues, we have to fall back to the manual way, which is using the RTMP protocols to stream. So basically APIs cut out this process for you. They liaise with the platforms directly and they arrange everything in the back end. I suppose some of you probably have seen it before. Let me bring up my browser over here. Okay, so for example, if I'm to schedule a new live stream, alright, let's put it as a live stream test. Okay, we are streaming from a streaming software. Okay, next, and let's set this to unlisted and put it as 2 PM. When you schedule a live stream or you create a live stream on the spot, generally they will give you these values. Alright, let me create a new one. Okay, so that you don't see my default RTMP details. So you can see that over on the left hand side here, alright, we have several RTMP details. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Yes, we can do that. Okay, you can see that we have several parameters. Okay, stream URL and stream key. Okay, so this entire video will be talking about RTMP, and I'll also go into a bit of detail regarding backup server URL. Okay, so stream URL, for example, the country, the state, the road that you are staying on is your stream URL, that is your platform, and then your stream key is the one that tells the software which channel or which page to stream to. So how do you use this? In softwares like Switcher Studio, okay, we are able to set up our own RTMP over here. So for example, this is my YouTube test stream. So you can see that there's also server URL, there is also stream key over here, and I can copy my stream URL over to this page, and my stream key, okay, will copy over to this page. Alright, so just be careful. Stream key determines which channel your software streams to, so they tend to mask it, yeah, quite a bit, which is why I created a new stream key before I start this demo. Okay, server URL tends to be the same, although in some cases, for example Bright Cove or some other platforms or CDN, they tend to use the stream server URL as sort of a key as well. Okay, but for Facebook, for YouTube, the server URL tends to be the same. Okay, same for Restream. Alright, so over here at Switcher Studio page, I can also select what's the resolution I want to stream this in. Okay, this is my go-to settings. Okay, and from there, alright, you are basically set. So moving on to Switcher Studio side. Okay, you can see that over here. Let's go to my custom RTMP. You can see that there's a YouTube test over here that we just created. Right, you can also see the server URL and server key that you input. Then from there, you can start streaming. So for example, let's say if I stream to that page right now. Okay, let's head back to this side. Okay, you can see that I have excellent connection. It's probably gonna show a preview soon. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so once it shows up here, we have the option to go live. Alright, so how this works compared to your usual method of using APIs. APIs, you start and stop your live stream from your software. Over here, you start and stop your live streams from the YouTube page. Alright, so the YouTube live stream page has more controls as well. You can select whether you want closed captions. Okay, DVR just means that whether your viewers, while the live stream is still going on, they can actually browse to the earlier part of the video to watch. And this is crucial. Alright, if you wish to use RTMP method and you still want to just control the start and the end from your software, alright, you can enable auto start, auto stop. For me personally, I actually prefer to keep this page on, alright, so that I can look at my streaming software. I can also monitor the back end. Streaming software basically sends out the video, okay, and then I can see on the platform side whether they are receiving it fine. Okay, so check on both ends. That's my advice. So that's for YouTube. What about for Facebook? Alright, so moving on to Facebook Live. Okay, Facebook, same thing. It has a stream key. It also has a server URL. So this will be the same for all Facebook live streams, and the key is where, I'm not going to show you here, I'm going to put it on the mask out. But yeah, the key is where you can get your, you can stream to your Facebook. Okay, moving on, I will also be showing you Ecamm. So for Ecamm side as well, you will be able to insert RTMP. For example, I have one over here for a recent event. Over here, you have the RTMP option. Okay, so you can give it a nickname. So I can also stream for, maybe this one will be my Facebook. So same thing, I'll copy the server URL from Facebook and I'll paste it here, and then the stream key from here to here. Alright, so once I've added this, and it will appear as a destination for me to stream to. Now let's talk about backup streaming. Okay, some of you might have heard of it. Most of us, when we live stream, we only stream one video feed to the platforms. But there are some platforms that allow you to stream two video feeds, okay? One primary and one backup. So that when the primary stream fails, be it network errors, interruptions, or hardware failures, alright, your backup stream will take over and your audience won't really notice any interruptions, assuming both are sending the same type of video. Okay, so I'm gonna run through some of the settings available. Both Facebook and YouTube has backup streaming, and they sort of, that is a little different in terms of the way it's set up. Okay, so for this example, I'm going to use Restream. So just pretend that I have a separate system that is streaming video using the Restream to the two platforms that my main stream is sending. So for example, if you're using Ecamm or you're using Switcher Studio to send the main stream, multi-streaming to the two platforms, I maybe have another camera or another system set up with a separate network connections set up to manage the backup stream. So over here at Restream side, okay, let's add a channel. Same thing, RTMP. Okay, it will also ask you for the URL and key. So let's start off with YouTube. Okay, so I copy the backup server URL from here. Alright, I'm gonna plug it into Restream. And then I have my stream key, which I'll plug it in here as well. Okay, and I'll add the channel. So I can label this YouTube backup. Okay, now let's add the backup stream for Facebook. Okay, so for Facebook, it behaves slightly differently. You need to toggle the backup stream for it to generate a key. Okay, so notice that for YouTube, it's a backup server URL, but for Facebook, it's a backup stream key. Alright, so the URL remains the same. Okay, so for Facebook, let's insert the backup stream key into here. Then I can add this channel. Okay, let's name this Facebook backup. Alright, so you're all set. How does this entire thing works, and how does it complicate your setup? How I usually work is that I have I mentioned in the previous video I use a Teradek Video Go to stream out. Okay, that receives HDMI signal from my Switcher Studio. That Teradek Video Go is the primary stream. Alright, my Switcher Studio will handle the backup stream. Okay, why do I arrange it that way? First of all, my Teradek it combines 3 network connections together, and then Switcher Studio is only operating off 1 connection. Okay, so and I feel that Switcher Studio is quite sensitive when it comes to network fluctuations or short interruptions, so it tends to get cut off sometimes. But then again, Teradek Video Go also sometimes shut off for no reason. So at least like if either of their streaming gets interrupted, I have the other one to keep going. So hopefully this gives you a better idea of how to use RTMP when your API fails, or I mean, it's always good to know more of the backend and how all this works. There's a slight downside to using RTMP because you are basically telling the encoder exactly where to send the video, but it's not a two-way communication with the platform. Meaning a platform side, you won't be able to see the comments actually on your streaming software. So that's one downside you have to take note of. But of course, if you have to go live, I suppose comments will be secondary. You can still just probably look at your live stream and then reply to comments verbally instead of having it as overlays. So I hope you learned something from this. RTMP can be quite crucial and helps you understand live streaming better, and if you run it as a business, you have to know this. So I've seen a lot of posts online wherever the API fails of people, I cannot connect to my platform, I cannot connect to my channel, I cannot connect to my page, what do I do? Right? This is what you do. Usually RTMP on the back end, they shouldn't fail, alright? It's usually the API that fails. Okay, so hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video.